Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another movie review. This time around, I'm going to be doing an anniversary movie review for Shrek. It originally came out on April 22nd. Yeah, April 22nd, 2001. And right now it's a little bit past it, but it's its 15th anniversary. Where at the time of filming, at the time I'm filming this, it's April 26th. So it is a few days afterwards, but I really wanted to review this, especially considering the fact that Shrek is probably one of my favorite animated movies of all time. Um, which is yeah, I know the animated movie field is cluttered with Pixar and Disney for the most part, but Blue Sky, not Blue Sky, DreamWorks. Sorry, that came out really wrong. But DreamWorks do have some great movies. Probably my favorite one is Shrek out of the whole bunch. So yeah, Blue Sky has some good movies as well. Studio Ghibli as well. If you want to go with top 5 animation companies, it'd be like Disney, or top 4 if you want to include Disney Pixar as one. It'd be like Disney, Pixar, then DreamWorks, Blue Sky, and Studio Ghibli. And after that, who the fuck knows? Maybe DC animated. Aside from the point. So yeah, 10-second spoiler warning as usual. For those that have yet to actually watch the movie and haven't already, stop the video, go check it out, and come back here and watch the rest of this review. 10-second spoiler warning review. 10-second spoiler warning starting now. Okay, so 10 seconds are up, so for those that have yet to actually watch the movie and haven't already, please don't comment down below or be messaging me. That never give you a fair one, because as usual, I did. So yeah, normally I do this before the 10-second spoiler warning, but I forgot, so I'm going to do it right now. This movie stars the voice acting talent of Mike Myers, or Michael Myers, whatever you want to call him, Eddie Murphy, Cameron Diaz, John Lithgow, Vincent Cassell, Peter Dennis, Clive Purves, Jim Cummings, Chris Miller, and I believe that's everybody who's actually important. Christopher Knight, and let me just go over this very fast. It's basically everybody that's important in this movie. Conrad Vernon, and Christopher Knight, Cody Cameron. Yeah, that's everybody who's important. So yeah, now as usual, quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then the rate. So basically, you have Shrek 1, the first one, and he's basically this ogre, and basically, Lord Farquaad, say that really fast, Lord Farquaad, Lord Farquaad, he wants to capture all the mystical creatures of Neverland. I believe that's what they call it. Or Happily Ever Afterland, or something like that. Of the town, of the village. He basically wants to get every single fantasy creature, anything that's mystical and fantasy, and that includes talking donkeys and ogres. So yeah, Shrek, being the ogre that he is, he's not really captured at first, and he manages to rescue Donkey. Although he really doesn't want to at first, he eventually, has to put up a donkey. Eventually, Lord Farquaad just puts all these magical creatures or fantasy creatures into. He puts them in Shrek's swamp, and that's their new reassignment home. Shrek doesn't really want to deal with this, so he goes up to Lord Farquaad, says, yo, what the fuck? He beats up a bunch of Lord Farquaad's knights in probably one of the best action scenes, in my opinion, of all time. It's probably one of my favorite action scenes, and it's even better because it's in an animated film. And they use a great song. I don't give a damn about my reputation. Is that Jonah Jet? I want to say that's Jonah Jet. I'm gonna search it up right now. I'm pretty sure that's Jonah Jet. Jonah Jet and Bad Reputation, Jonah Jet. Jonah Jet is it Jonah Jet or Jonah, whatever. It's Jonah Jet and the Blackhearts, whatever. So yeah, Bad Reputation, great use of that song, great action scene in general, one of my favorites of all time. So yeah, so Lord Farquaad sees what Shrek can do, so he says, "Yo, can you go get this princess Fiona so I can marry her and then be the king?" He's like, "Sure, Donkey, come with me." So Donkey and Shrek go rescue Fiona, and on the way back, Shrek and Fiona kind of have this relationship going on. They start liking each other. See, Fiona sees past who Shrek or what Shrek is, being an ogre, and he sees, she starts to see his personalities, that he's actually a pretty cool ogre, or can he be considered? Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy, ogre thing. So yeah, and Shrek starts seeing past what Fiona is, just simply being a princess, and he gets to know her. So they both kind of have this reputation. Thing is, Fiona has a dark secret. That's the fact that she is cursed, and at midnight she is turned into an ogre. From like midnight to like from nightfall to daybreak, she's basically an ogre. She's kind of ashamed of this at first, and it's not really till the end. It's not really till the end where we have like a kind of, I would say, cliche, but it's kind of like they kind of make fun of it. Where you have, but yeah, I guess it's cliche where you have the one guy runs into the church, says I object, and then our happy couple gets married happily ever after, and then at the end you have a swamp wedding where you have I'm a Believer by the Monkees. So yeah. And they also had a few songs by All Star. You're a rock star. Yeah, yeah. They also had a few songs by All Star. Yeah, I will say the songs. I will say I normally don't comment on this, but the songs they used in this movie, not the score, but the actual songs or the soundtrack were brilliantly used. I really like how that is. I really do love the voice acting. Michael Myers, probably perfect choice for Shrek. Um, originally it was gonna be Chris Farley, but he died. So next up was Mike Myers. I actually don't know much about Chris Farley's work, so yeah, Mike Myers is great. Um, yeah, which is funny because I actually don't like Mike Myers that much as an actor. I know that may surprise many people, but I really don't like him that much as an actor. I mean, he was pretty good in Wayne's World, but I just didn't really care for him in the Austin Power movies. That's the thing. I mean, in Wayne's World, he was pretty good, and he's SNL. Nothing bad about it. It's just that I never really found him as a comedy actor. I never really found anything special. But I really do like Shrek. It's probably one of my favorite. It's definitely my favorite movie of his, or anything of his. So yeah, I mean, yeah, Mike Myers is really great. Really did encapsulate the character of Shrek, and I really did like that. Eddie Murphy as Donkey, again, perfect casting choice. Cameron Diaz as Princess Fiona. Okay, many people hate Cameron Diaz as an actress. I really don't. I mean, she is hit and miss, sure, but she's actually had a pretty decent amount of good movies when you think about it. She's had Shrek, being John Malkovich, Gangs of New York, Bad Teacher. Some people love that movie, some people hate it. Some people like it, some people hate it. I think it's actually a pretty fun movie. So I mean, she's had some hit and misses. I mean, I really don't like My Sister's Keeper that she did, but for the most part, I like most Cameron Diaz movies, to be honest. So yeah, and here she's pretty good too, and she was also in The Mask. So yeah, Cameron Diaz, I actually think she's a pretty good actress, and here as Princess Fiona, she's actually pretty good. Yeah, I mean the animation is great. This is during a time when we're just starting to figure out 3D animation. We just had Toy Story and A Bug's Life, and I think The Incredibles. No, this is 2001. So we just had Toy Story and The Bug's Life. We're just starting to figure out what 3D animation was, and then to have something that's not Pixar, just do this. It was great. And for those who don't know, Shrek is actually the first movie to have won Best Animated Film. It's the first movie to have won Best Animated Film. It was running against Jimmy Neutron, the Jimmy Neutron movie. What's it called? I'm gonna search it up. But yeah, it's the first movie to have won Best Animated Film. Yeah, okay, it was against Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius, and Monsters Inc. So yeah, we had Monsters Inc. that same year. Oh, interesting. I should do when did that come out? Actually, very fast. When did Monsters Inc. come out? Maybe I could do a review for it. November. Yeah, okay. Maybe November I'll do Monsters Inc. When did Jimmy Neutron come out? Very fast. Actually, I like the Jimmy Neutron movie as well. That one came out in December. So yeah, it's the first movie to have won Best Animated Film, and I mean, yeah, sure. Probably not that many animated films back in 2001. Then again, I was like 3 years, not even. Oh yeah, I was like 3 years old when they first put this. So yeah, maybe two. I was 2 years old when they put this. So yeah, but great pick for first for first animated film in for the Oscars. Great pick. Jimmy Neutron and you have Jimmy Neutron and Monsters Inc. Monsters Inc. Pretty good movie. Jimmy Neutron, from what I remember, it was a fun movie. Okay, so yeah. Overall great. And I don't think it's kind of funny. You always think Pixar is like this, Disney slash Pixar. You always think of it to be like this genius animated company, but no, the first animated film in an Oscar was won by DreamWorks, Shrek. So yeah, I mean it's a perfect movie. I love it. It's a fun adventure movie, fun fantasy movie. It's definitely one of my favorite animated films of all time. Period. And it definitely has one of my favorite action scenes of all time, which is when he's fighting when him and Donkey are like wrestling all the knights. That was great. Especially since they used I don't give a damn about my reputation. Again, great usage of the soundtrack, really great. And yeah, the dinosaur, oh, not the dinosaur, the dragon, when they're trying to escape the castle, that was pretty good when they're escaping with Fiona. That was also actually a pretty good sequence. The stuff with Robin Hood or whatever, or Mizor Hood, Mizor Hood, because they don't really consider him Robin Hood. That was, I will say, if anything was odd, it was probably that one scene where Robin Hood or whatever, Mizor Hood is what he's technically called. When he kind of came out of nowhere, that was kind of the most random thing. But even after that, that kind of made sense. Story wise, it kind of out there because it was like it had music in it. It was kind of a musical for like a minute. But overall, still pretty good. And yeah, overall though, great movie. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being worst, 10 being best, and 6 being decent, I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10. It's a fantastic movie. Definitely do check Shrek out if you haven't already. Fucking love the shit out of this. Talkie Donkey. You're a talking donkey. So yeah, that's great. We love it, and yeah, it's basically it for now. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and comic book reviews. Comment down below your thoughts on the movie. Have you seen it? And if not, why not? And if you have, what are your thoughts on it? Comment all that down below. Let me know. Like the video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.